Alright, what up people, I'm coming to you with another Dragon Age tutorial, and this is the Assassin. Whoop-de-doo. And in my opinion, Assassin is maybe the weakest class in a game, and I don't mean weak by the damage or anything like that, I mean it weak as health wise. It is very squishy. Assassin can literally die in 2 blows, especially on Perilous difficulty, and if you get hit, if you are facing demons and you are facing wraiths that are buffed with fire damage, and if a single wraith hits you, it will give you a fire dot, and that fire dot will kill you instantly. There's just nothing you can do about it. So if you're facing demons, you just pretty much have to be careful for the first 2 waves. So yeah, let's look at the abilities. So the bread and butter abilities is Twin Fangs, and with the upgrade. So Twin Fangs is a backstab ability. It will do bonus damage if you flank your foe. And what does flank mean? Flanking is flanking. So if you're attacking your enemy from the side or from the back, you will gain flanking bonus. And I really like the Twin Fangs as my backstab ability. So that's about that. So let's move on to the second ability, which is Death Blow. And this is the insurance ability, the ability that you will be using if the Twin Fangs fails to one-shot your enemy. The Death Blow deals 300 weapon damage, and it deals an extra 3% damage for every 1% missing health from the enemy, if the enemy's health is below 50%. So the Death Blow will actually strike twice on the target if you are using it on an enemy that has below 50%, and that's why it has good synergy with the Twin Fangs, because more often than not, especially on Perilous difficulty, the enemies will have very high HP, and more often than not your Twin Fangs alone will not be enough to one-shot an enemy, so finishing him off with Death Blow is key. Also, even Death Blow with the upgrade, even Death Blow kills an enemy, the cooldown on Death Blow will refresh, so there will be no cooldown on the Death Blow if it kills an enemy. And then there's passives that you will get regardless. This is very good. Sneak attack, 55% critical hit chance on enemies you are flanking. Damn awesome. Now let's go for the second tree. After you have gotten Death Blow, you wanna go for this. I was never here. Now what this does, when you are stealthed and you backstab an enemy, or you backstab enemy and then use killing Death Blow to kill it, it removes the cooldown of your stealth, so you can instantly return to stealth. So you can basically move from enemy to enemy while keeping yourself stealthed pretty much all the time. So that's very key in surviving with the assassin, because you don't want to draw any aggro from any enemies, basically. And the 4-pack plan comes as a bonus when you go for I was never here. 4-pack plan is good, not that good in Perilous difficulty, because the enemies will hit so hard that you cannot really react with the 4-pack plan. And I will tell you what the 4-pack plan does. The 4-pack plan will make a marker on the location you place it, and it will last 15 seconds. Now during those 15 seconds, if you lose HP and then activate the marker again, you will teleport to the marker and you will recover the HP you lost in the duration of that 50 seconds. So it's basically a time warp thing, that you go back in time, recover everything you had. And it works both ways. If you lost HP, then you put a 4-pack plan on, then you use a healing potion and then use the 4-pack plan, you will lose the HP that the healing potion gave you. So you have to be careful, but more often than not, when you use 4-pack plan preemptively, like you put the 4-pack run on the ground before you actually go in, if 2 mobs hit you in the same time, there's no way a human can react, well, not me at least, can react fast enough to use fallback plan to save my life. So there may be some cases that you won't have a chance to activate the fallback plan to recover your HP. But there have been times that the fallback plan has saved my life, and that's why I kinda like it. Now you wanna upgrade your stealth as well, though it's not must. What this does, the stealth upgrade, it will, instead of when normally you use stealth, you do an animation that you enter stealth, but with this upgrade you remove the animation, the stealth entering animation, and you enter stealth just like that. You can do it while moving and anything, you won't stop to enter stealth, so that's very useful. Now as for I will explain why I wouldn't pick Shadow Strike or Hidden Blades. While Hidden Blades I would probably substitute sometimes with fallback plan, because enemies such as rage demons are very dangerous, because rage demons do an area effect attack that you cannot dodge. So you wanna use Hidden Blades to damage them, but not really. But that's pretty much the Hidden Blades only use, because as you can see, Hidden Blades actually have a long cooldown and it costs 65 stamina. So if you use Hidden Blades, your hands are pretty much tied after that. Well, not necessarily. Well, you can pick. If you pick this ability, look like it hurt. If the Hidden Blade crits, you will actually recover stamina with every critical hit. So I guess it is viable to pick Hidden Blades, but I didn't want to waste points in it, because there are passives that I would rather take, just like Cripple. When you hit enemies from behind, it slows their speed down by 50%. And what I've noticed when I try to backstab with the Twin Fangs is that enemies usually run away from you. That you use Twin Fangs, but you actually miss because the enemy moved away. So what I like to do is I'm in stealth, and then I use a single basic attack on the enemy to slow it down by 50%, and then use Twin Fangs. And that way my Twin Fangs actually won't miss my target, whether he is moving or not. So that's pretty awesome in my opinion, especially if you have trouble hitting Twin Fangs on moving targets. Then there's the alternative backstab ability, which is Shadow Strike. This will deal bonus damage whenever you attack from stealth, or you haven't been damaged recently. Now, why I don't like this ability is that it does less damage than the Twin Fangs, and I will explain you why. Now, with the stealth bone, if you use this from stealth, it will deal 600% weapon damage if you use it as a backstab. Now if you compare it to the Wing Fangs, the Wing Fangs will actually deal 800% weapon damage if you are flanking your enemy. And with the upgrade it will deal even more damage. Unlike Quick Blade, which doesn't increase your damage, it only reduces the cost and the cooldown. And also Shadow Strike does not hit twice, which only gives you a 1 chance for a critical hit, while Twin Fangs actually hits 2 times with both of your weapons, so you can get critical hits from both of your weapons. So you will deal way more damage than with the Shadow Strike. So don't waste your points on this one. If you have Twin Fangs, don't pick Shadow Strike. Not really worth it. I do have one point, I could use it on something. Let's see if there's something here. Looks like there is no... If there was a knockout powder, I would probably take it, because knockout powder would be actually pretty good. But there is no knockout powder. I might as well go after a passive. Yeah, let's go for evasion. Yeah, that's pretty much the assassin. Abilities. Didn't really need anything. You also kinda want good weapons if you wanna be of any use. Good weapons are important, especially for backstabbing. And you wanna look for daggers that have single target damage, not AoE damage, because single target damage will do most damage on single target, and that's gonna help you when you are using Twin Fangs on enemies. There are AoE daggers as well, but since the assassin is very squishy, you hardly get to benefit from the AoE. Now, I use the cooldown modifier amulet, which allows me to spam Twin Fangs death blows, go to stealth more often, so that's nice. I also use the ranged defense belt instead of melee defense belt because I'm more worried about the ranged attacks than the melee attacks. I also use 20% flanking damage bonus, so I do even more damage when I'm flanking my enemies, which is pretty much all the time. And I use 5% heal on kill. Now, I would also recommend putting another heal on kill ring here to increase your survivability a bit, but not really that big of a deal. Alright, so that's that for the assassin. Let's find us a game. Alright, here we go. Perilous difficulty with the assassin, and let's see what we can do. We are facing demons.
But they're likely in for a fight.
Why?
They're headed to a chateau in the Orlesian country.
Why, oh why, we are facing demons. This is gonna suck. Because rage demons are actually hard counter for assassins, because rage demons do a AoE splash attack, and it's instant and it's quite hard to dodge when you're in melee, so... And it will pretty much one-shot you if you get caught in it. So I hate demons. But hopefully we can do something here. As you saw right here, what the assassin should do in the... What the assassin should do especially against demons, is to take out individual targets, like the raids that you see here. The raids are quite annoying. Alright, it's dead. As you saw right here, whenever I kill an enemy, when I do it from stealth, I actually refresh my stealth. I'm gonna be very careful when I go against enemies, because I don't really wanna get hit by the fire dot that the fire buffed raids throw and the rage demon does. Alright, we don't have a warrior.
Look over there.
So that's basically something that can kill you. That's why I actually carry fire resistant tonics with me when I play as an assassin, because the demons, some of the demons, the raids, fire buffed raids throw a fire debuff on you, and the fire debuff will actually one-shot you. Alright, I'm gonna... Ooh, you saw right there how quickly I almost died there. I had to be very careful. That's why I prefer taking on isolated targets with the assassin, because there's less danger there.
I've sent a team after an enemy target, proving
Alright,
quite
so
troublesome for the
let's
Inquisition.
check out, scout the targets here. Stab you, run away, hit and run style. Also, the death blow, if it kills an enemy, it will refresh. So I will be basically able to move from enemy to enemy if the moment presents itself. But as of right now, because the enemies that we are facing, it's not really something that I can do right now, considering the rage demons. And yeah, I got hit by the fire dot. You saw how fast I died. There's nothing I could. There was literally nothing I could do. I mean, literally. So that's why it goes without saying that the demons, rage demons, and fire buffed raids are assassins hard counter. Because I took one hit from the raid and the dot killed me instantly. I didn't even have time to react with the fallback plan. So hopefully we can get rid of these rage demons fast. I mean rage demons and raids, because fuck them.
They're already dead.
I can't go in if the rage demons are not crowd controlled. Ooh. What the? Nice. Got you killed. That went surprisingly well, considering I didn't die. Yeah, in the Perilous difficulty, the fallback plan is not that useful, because you rarely have a moment, you rarely have time to react to the incoming damage. I placed a fallback plan before the raid actually killed me, but I didn't have the reaction time to actually use it, so. And I didn't even see the raid. If I had seen the raid and seen that he attacked me, or seen the projectile coming to my way, I would have used fallback plan, but unfortunately...
I am here as an ally on my own terms.
Unfortunately... I did not see it. I hate the despair demons as well. I hate demons. I like raids when they are not buffed by the fucking fire buff. Otherwise raids are pretty much the weakest enemies in the game. But with the fire buff they are the strongest enemies. They are in my opinion stronger than the pride demon. Because quite frankly the fire dot will tick so much. I'm kinda hoping that maybe someday the developers actually nerf the burning damage of the dot. Because you don't really wanna go pure fire resistance either, because the demons, rage demons and demons have pretty much the only enemies that actually use fire that's lethal. The Venatory Commander does a fire dot as well, but Venatory's Commander's fire dot is actually weaker than the Raid's regular fire dot. So that's kind of funny in a way. Gonna throw a backstab here and then a death blow, death blow, death blow, death blow, death blow. There you saw I did quite a many death blows in a row. Gonna place a fallback plan in case I get fucked up. Oh my god. Well, he's dead. So yeah, what you saw right there, what we did basically. The Arcane Warrior placed a Pool of the Abyss on the ground, it pulled all the mobs there. I went in with the Twin Fangs from stealth, pretty much hitting every mob that was on the pool, and then I began spamming Death Blow. And because the Death Blow killed enemies, I instantly... It refreshed, and I was able to spam it constantly, dealing a lot of damage. Basically killing that back instantly. So that's what the death blow is good for, and that's what the arcane warrior is good for, because the pull of the abyss synergizes well with almost any ability in the game. Oh, I got attacked by a wraith even though I was in stealth. I want to recover the weapons cache. Nice. Still being attacked by the wraith. Don't know why. It's dead now. Kill this wraith. Backstab the pride demon. Death blow. Oh, it didn't die. Wait, weird. Alright, you will die. Nice. Next. Yeah, now that the rage demons and other annoying enemies are basically out of the way, the raid demons are here, but the fire buffed rage demons are gone. That's what I mean. So I don't have to worry about the fire buff anymore. And also where the assassin shines, you will actually see next, because once we get to the demon commander part, you will see why the assassin is good in my opinion. Even though assassin is one of the weakest, if not the very squishiest class in the game, I will show you why the assassin can actually be quite useful.
I'm not ready.
That was kind of weird. Oh yeah, what I was saying. Oh yeah, you will see soon how useful the assassin can be to the crew. But unfortunately, assassin lacks crowd control. Well, she does have a sleep. Yeah, knockout powder. That's actually quite viable. Knockout powder is actually quite viable pickup for the assassin in place of the fallback plan. I might actually recommend that more than the fallback plan, especially for this difficulty, because the knockout powder can knock out enemies basically. Alright, I'm gonna let those guys fight those guys. I'm actually gonna wait for the demon commander to actually aggro somebody. Well, I can take him down. Well, ooh, it looked like I couldn't refresh my stealth, so it's not safe anymore. I have to wait for my stealth, otherwise I'm dead. Nice. I'm gonna move, get all the way over here, because I wanna use my awesome power to kill these raids. Lag. Oh my god, this lag might fuck me up. Actually, I'm gonna put on regeneration potion and rock armor. Oh my god, let me fucking backstab. Being attacked. There's a lot of lag here, that's why the enemies are warping around. Oh my god, I can't do anything. This is fucking bullshit, I can't. Finally. You're dead. Or not. You're dead. You're dead. Back to stealth. Backstab. Back to stealth. Kill it. Kill that dude. Fucking. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Refresh my regeneration potion. And rock armor. Back to stealth. Oh my god. Why do they instinctively... Regenerate, come on. This is very dangerous. Luckily I haven't died yet. Okay, here's a target for me. Nice. This is basically what I do, just take out individual enemies while my allies are fighting against the commander. And getting rid of these raids actually help my enemies quite a lot.
I'm not ready.
I don't have to resurrect that.
My spirit
Alright, now the
is
boss is the
renewed.
only one left, so... Ah shit, I couldn't get the full damage on him. I'm gonna wait for him to go somewhere. There he is. And backstab. Nice. Gonna wait for the boss to jump. He's gonna do his fear probably now. Yep, I'm gonna go stealth. Alright, he went over here. I'm gonna use death blow. Got a lot of damage on him. And killed him. Nice. So that was the assassin. Not really smooth because lag, but I didn't die, so that's pretty amazing. Well, I did die once to that fire dot. That's unfortunate, but couldn't really do anything in there. So yeah, that's basically the assassin. You have to be very careful if you're going solo like what I did, because if you die there, you are pretty much dead for good, because the other allies will not probably risk coming to save you, so... Oh, I received immortal, even though I died. What the fuck? Well, yeah. Well, I didn't top the experience race, but that was expected because of because the assassin is not really that good of a damage dealer. Well, except when on single targets, the assassin is pretty much one of the best classes in the game. But when it comes to AoE damage, it's very risky to go. There is really no AoE except the death blow with Pull of the Abyss. So, well, let's just say that assassin does not have any AoE, so there is no AoE damage, and that way you cannot really get a lot of points to top the damage race. But the assassin does excel on taking out single targets alone, so that's very useful in my opinion. As you see right there, I might have saved a couple of lives with the amount of raids that I killed, because the raids and any ranged enemies, especially in the end, are very dangerous if left alone. So I did my work there, so basically, yep, that's the assassin. See you next time.